Welcome to Make Life Beautiful with Krista Elliott. My guest on the show today is MICHAEL Freeman. MICHAEL is perfect for Make Life Beautiful because he has the whole picture. We've got fitness, fine art and volunteering. MICHAEL Freeman has a successful business. He employs 9 people, 2 of whom are disabled, and he showcases the work of artists from the Northern Beaches to give emerging artists a chance to get a showing where they may not otherwise have the opportunity to do that. Who answers all those questions, ticks all those boxes. MICHAEL Freeman is a successful businessman. He has an art gallery which is also screamingly successful. He's booked up until April next year, which is some months away. And he also has a degree in physical education. He has a degree in commerce, and he is a snowboarder and a surfer, and he plays a little bit of piano and guitar. So what doesn't MICHAEL Freeman do? Welcome to the show, MICHAEL Freeman.
Thanks, Krista. Thanks for having me.
Your gallery is Fix8 Gallery. Yes. Tell us about your gallery.
Okay, so we started the gallery in 2008 and opened in February of that year. So we were looking, as a business, we wholesaled a lot of picture hanging products.
Which is Artrack.
Which is Artrack, yes, correct. And so we were looking for a place, A, to display our products, but also when we moved into this place in Harbord Road, 55 Harbord Road, Freshwater, it gave us an opportunity to open a fully functional art gallery.
Fantastic. Now you actually sought out this place.
Yeah, look, I'd been looking for a long time in the area where I wanted to live, which was Manly. And it was difficult to find a place which was close to commercial and residential, and also to find somewhere which wasn't $2,000 a week in the city, the main corridor of Manly or the Corso or the shop. So this is a stone's throw away from the beach, and we're 2 minutes away from Freshwater. So it's a perfect place where we get a lot of people coming past with a lot of walking and
yeah, you do get a lot of people were walking in on the opening night of the Joe Staines exhibition, and people walking in the street. One person, the doors opened at 7:30 and in came somebody, looked at the first painting, bought it and left.
Yeah, they're the kind of customers we want.
What more of those?
So we were lucky with the premises here in Harbord Road, and it took a long time to find a kind of purpose built place for us.
Staines. Joe, tell me why people buy art. Why do you think people buy art in the first place?
I think that art makes a home. I think it transforms it from a house into a home. It makes it feel lifted.
You actually designed the tracking system, the Artrack?
Yeah, so the Artrack ranges that we've got now through sort of research and design, we finalised our tracking systems, and now we've got a real 2 different genres. We've got one which is a gallery tracking system, and we've got a slimline system, which is slimline's more for people's homes, more a residential product, a lighter weight system, and gallery tracking system is your standalone tracking system for galleries and painters and photographers who have a body of heavy works.
Not only does MICHAEL Freeman produce this amazing Artrack system, but he also engages people who have artwork to show who are local artists. How does a local artist get to be involved in hanging in your space?
Yeah, so we show a lot of emerging artists and first-time artists. We've had some established artists, Stephen Mann, so we've had some good quality artists through. Look, basically come in and see us, and we'll put you through a rigorous portfolio check, and that involves meeting with Angus, our gallery curator, and then we try and find a slot if your work is what we think our audience would like to see. Make Life Beautiful is about fitness, fine art and volunteering for wellbeing.
Michael also is involved in charitable works, although not a charity per se, but in helping people. And one of the things that Michael does is work with Ostara, Australia.
So I do some stuff for Surfaid, and the other one, and Ostara, which is a government department.
Yeah. Tell us about Ostara and your involvement with that organisation, Michael.
Yeah, Ostara first approached us 3 years ago with a list of clientele that they were trying to get back into work.
Yeah, and you said yes straight away.
Well, yeah, we said, yeah, we thought it was great because some of the jobs are not what, you know, everyone wants to do. You know, making up packets for, if you can imagine, on the shelf, and you know, a lot of the packaging can be done in China, but we did it all here. And we package products for Bunnings in-house and Mitre 10 and Masters Home Improvement stores. So there was always a job for packaging and getting people that they wanted, you know, into work that had previously hadn't worked in some situations. We were probably a great vehicle for them. A lot of people on their books who were kind of mentally challenged, or I don't know if the word's disabled, you're allowed to use that anymore, but like basically people who, for whatever reason, and often they're not told what the reasons are, but they're looking for work. So we've employed half a dozen people over time. We've still got Cecile and Ben who have moved into full-time positions now.
Fantastic.
So we've been really lucky with them. We've had people who have worked for periods of 3 to 6 months and then moved on to other positions with Ostara. And we've also taken people who have helped out with cleaning, doing lawns, that sort of thing as well.
Fantastic. And what do Ben and Cecile do?
So Ben has moved from packaging logistics into IT. So
Wow.
he's enjoyed doing you know, the computer side of the business. He's now doing our websites, updating our IT systems, and Cecile's pretty much in charge of all the packaging and logistics.
Adam and Mike to teach me how to do this one. I love my job because my boss is kind and everybody's kind to me. Yeah.
Now I'll show you what I do. For me, I feel quite lucky to have this job for the human contact more than anything. My issue with all this freelance illustration at home is that I'm stuck into this room all on my own for the entire day and I just don't see anyone ever. For me, coming out here into this environment, it allows me to actually talk to all these wonderful people here. All of my co-workers absolutely love them. And it gives me the human contact I actually need. Things break every single week. Being the tech guy, I've got to make sure that I can always fix things. So,
What sort of things do you fix?
computers are usually the most obvious answer. I actually prevent disasters more than I actually fix them, in the sense that I've got to make sure all the information we have is backed up, that we don't lose our files. And as far as the hardware goes, often the internet will stop working or the printer won't do its job. I've just got to jump on it the second it happens, and the reason they employ me is just so they don't have to wait a few days for the technicians to come around.
How long have you been doing tech stuff? IT stuff?
I know, it's ever since I was in my teens. It's been I used to do a lot of web development, and that was mostly my thing. I've been doing all that for at least 8 years now.
Wonderful. How did you learn?
I grew up on computers. My father was a programmer. He made retail software, and he would always give me all his old hardware and his old computers that he had lying around. And I would constantly break them, and since I broke them, I would try to fix them. From fixing them, I pretty much learned all my skills. Mike's very good with handling people. I'm pretty sure everyone who comes to our business always leaves with a smile, pretty much.
Do you think your passion for teaching, which was your original, what you wanted to do with your life, gets employed in the sense that you have a heart for people, that you've got patience?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's looking after people or helping people, but I do enjoy seeing people sort of come to their full potential with regard to, especially with Ben finding his niche, that sort of thing. So that's quite a rewarding aspect of the job.
What does it feel like when you see someone that you've taken on go from one place to another in the way they're able to work?
It's a pretty rewarding thing to see. So we've had half a dozen people come through Ostara, and 2 have actually moved into permanent employment here. We've had some real troublesome kids. We had one who was a violent kid, and we also had people who just didn't know how to do things. Like one young chap who didn't know how to rake the leaves off the grass. So we've had to micromanage him into doing that, and then showing him how to sweep a floor and show him how to mop and polish it. Things he take for granted that you assume someone would know, we've had to show them from the ground level up. So it's not an easy thing to do, but it has been rewarding in that seeing them develop all the way has been pretty good. So when I got into this business, I didn't really get into it because I liked it. Picture hanging wasn't. It was a very exciting kind of business, but I've grown to love the things that we've done, and especially with opening a art gallery and having those interactions with the artists, with people, with the community. It's been, that gives you a lot of enjoyment and fulfilment.
I think it's important that the arts are integrated with the community, and here Harbord Road is a busy road but not too busy. You can park and people are walking past. It's only, how far from Freshwater shops?
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes from the shops, and it's part of the council's SEP plan, the Cultural Development 2023 plan to have cultural affairs and arts and crafts. Three, two, one, and cue it.
You're listening to Make Life Beautiful on Radio Northern Beaches 88.7 and 90.3 FM. You can listen in through mixedcloud.com/Krista Elliott. You're also watching online Make Life Beautiful on Krista Elliott _ Make Life Beautiful on YouTube.